Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Roszipou, qui est comme Rosie, qui est comme Rosz, and today we are going to be working on my January plan with me. This is my second video that I released for my end of the year videos. The next one is going to be my 2022 flip through. And if you haven't watched it already, you guys are seeing a little sneak peek of my beginning of the year spread. You can watch it in the last video that I posted. You can click on the card that just appeared right now or a couple seconds ago. And yeah, so as you can see, if you didn't notice already, my whole theme for this year are all cat related theme. So for January, I decided to go with a Asian theme because I don't know for you guys, but I am always in awe in front of all the Chinese, traditional lanterns, as well as the Japanese stuff that you see on New Year. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but I don't know. Like every time I see videos on YouTube about vlogs of people going to shrines on New Year, it really fascinates me, and I really like the aesthetic. So I thought that it would be perfect for January because January it's the beginning of the new year, and for this occasion, the cat of the month is going to be the Japanese Bobtail. So I thought that while I'm working on this quilt page and this cover page, I could read you some fun fact about the Japanese bobcat from the ASPCA website. If you want to know more about Japanese bobcats, I can leave the link in the description below. So first off, Japanese bobtail cats have very outgoing personalities, and they make an excellent fit for singles, for families, home with either children or pets. It's a breed that really accept everybody in the house. They also known to be very talkative, which could be funny. I don't know if your cat chirp at you sometimes, but both my cat do that. They're very, very talkative, so this breed is perfect for you if you think that this kind of stuff is very cute. They are also very, very playful, so it's really important that you provide them with a lot of toys and entertainment. And they are very, very, very intelligent, and they thrive when they can exercise their mind. Because of their easygoing temperament, these cats are a fantastic choice of people who enjoy RVing. So if you guys like to go camping or just going everywhere, bobcats are known to like busy environments, especially when they have to spend time with all of you. And speaking of cats, here is mine. If you don't know about my cats already, I have two. I have Kero and Sunny, and right now you are seeing Sunny, who is asking for some pets. And she always liked to go on my lap in the morning, and as I was recording this in the morning, she wanted to keep up with her own little routine. She is a domestic cat, a calico cat, so she's a big princess at time. She wants all the attention and stuff, so don't be surprised if you just see her running around this whole setup. So back with our cat facts for the day. No one knows exactly the date and the place of origin of the Japanese bobtail breed, but there's a few things for sure. These cats have been around in Japan for at least 1,000 years. Even though these felines could be found in all households, they were prevalent among people who had skill-worn barns. Invaluable as a form of pest control, people cherish their Japanese bobtail cats and the artwork that they did. These cats began to make their way into the folklore and the tales and legend through the years, and they even became a symbol of good luck. So if you guys never saw those very cute cats figures or figurines in front of any kind of Asian shop, they're also known as the maneki neko. Those are actually Japanese bobtail cat. The little kitty cat with the paw up that is holding a coin on with their other paw. Yeah. Those little figurines, they are actually based off the Japanese bobtail cat. So it goes without saying that whoever owns a Japanese bobtail, they are known to be blessed with good luck. The Japanese bobtails are about small to medium-sized cat, and their coat is known to be very soft and silky. Their most recognizable feature, of course, is their tail. Actually, their tail are a little bit longer than they appear. They are about 4 inches, but because of the tail corkscrew, it appears a little bit shorter than it actually is. You can also find the Japanese bobtail cat in various colors and patterns, but they are very well known to their tricolor coat, which is the same as the calico cats. Also, their tail are often described as more similar to a rabbit's tail than the ones of other cats. They are also known to love water. So if you ever wanted to own a cat that, you know, likes to swim with you or take a shower with you, this is the perfect breed for you. And it's not unusual for this breed to have Eterochromia. If you don't know what it is, it's when cats have eyes of 2 different colors. The tails on these cats are really unique, and not 2 are alike. They are the equivalent of fingerprints for us. And apparently their tail can either be flexible or rigid, whatever that means. So once again, if you want to know more about the Japanese bobtail cat, I'm going to leave the ASPCA website down in the description. But now, back with my bullet journal. So you guys saw most of the spread that I was working on, but let me describe it a little bit. So the scene that I wanted to recreate was kind of like a cat looking outside. I wanted to mimic those kind of like very fancy balcony that a traditional Japanese home has. So we have our classic Japanese bobtail cat just, you know, chilling on their balcony, looking outside, and we have a few New Year's lantern. To create more depth, I decided to put the shadow of a cherry blossom tree without, obviously it's cherry blossom because we are in winter time. And I tried to mimic those, you know, kind of like squarey and geometric form that you often see in Asian art. And for my quote page, it says happiness and prosperity. I heard that it was something that people wish to family and friends a lot during whichever Asian New Year, mainly in Hong Kong, I think, according to the researches that I did. If I am ever mistaken, please do not be shy to correct me in the comments. I'm just a girl who surf on the internet, and you know, everyone can be wrong, especially when it's not like about my culture and stuff. So please feel free to correct me if whatever I'm saying is wrong. We're all here to learn a thing or two about each other's culture, or even about cats. So feel free to leave a comment below if I am ever mistaken, or if you have a fun fact to share. So yes, I'm pretty much done with the spread. I colored in my cat tricolor, as I said, because it's the code that they're more know of, and I also have a calico cat, so I thought that, you know, it would be perfect. I also had it like a little kitty cat paw print next to the quote page, and I've been not using a lot of colors for the spread, mainly red from my Tombow Brush Pen collection. I'm also using this orange from Zebra Midliners, and now I am gonna be working on my monthly calendar. So I've been doing this style of calendar for a very long time now, but I'm doing a Dutch door calendar. So on the first 3 quarters of my spread, this is what I'm going to be doing my calendar, and I'm just going to be cutting the other quarter of it And with the Dutch door, I'm going to be writing down the events that is happening in the month. And generally, I wrote down my goals and my habits. But you'll see I'm going to be making some changes this year. I'm going to be writing down my gratitude spread as well as my habits. I'm knocking the goals out of the park. They're not gone, they're just going to be somewhere else. You'll see, because I'm going to be trying new stuff this year. So yeah, I'm going to be working on the calendar. I started by coloring down those red squares that I did all over my cover page. And now I'm just working on different kind of shape of lanterns. I kind of got my inspiration from Amanda's Rachel lantern theme that I'm always in awe in front of. It's so cute and so well done. So I was looking at her spreads while I was doing this video, and here I am doing those weird, geometric forms that I keep seeing all over about Asian art. And I'm just working on my calendar. I did a little mistake because I thought that the year would begin on a Saturday, but it's actually beginning on a Sunday. So I have an extra square there, but please don't mind it. Pretend that it's not there. So I don't know for you, but I prefer when my calendar or my weeks begin on a Monday, because for me, weeks starts on Monday. Because I got used to that because of school and all that kind of stuff. And if you didn't notice, I'm also writing down most of my things in French. So I'm saying this in all my videos in case that we have new friends in here. But I do be bilingual because I am from Canada. I'm from the province of Quebec. So my first language is French, but as you can see, my English is really, really good. Most of the time in my journal, I'm going to be writing it down in French, but sometimes the English word is just like shorter or like more convenient. So you're going to see me use both languages. So instead of writing down January, I wrote down Janvier, for example. So after working on my calendar and on the little black dots for the date, I just use my Sakura Jelly roll pen in 10 to be writing down, the numbers of the date. And I cut through the other quarter that I told you guys about to create a Dutch door, so I can write down the events, my habits, but also gratitude. So generally I'll be having my goals over there, but I noticed in my previous new journal that it takes like more space than it should to. And if you've been watching my other video about my my yearly spreads, my beginning of the year spreads, I moved down my brain dump to a more like general space at the beginning of my journal. So instead of having a collection about my my stuff that I'm grateful for every day, I'm gonna be moving down there, and the goals are gonna be a little bit later in the journal. I'm actually gonna be including them in my weekly spreads. You guys will see. So just to decorate those spreads a little bit, I drew a Japanese bobtail cat coming out of the pages and like going in on their little balcony. I left some space to be writing on my events. I don't know what kind of habits I'm gonna be tracking of this year. I'm still working on that, so I left that empty. And pretty much my gratitude page is I want to write down something I'm grateful for every day, or just something that makes me happy. I'm not feeling it every day, but I try my best to. So that's pretty much it for this spread. I'm just coloring it down, my little kitty cat with a tricolor coat, and of course let's not forget the green eyes, because personally Sunny has green eyes. You see that I made a lot of references to Sunny in this scene because she is a calico cat. I hope that you guys enjoy the cat's fun fact, by the way. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you want me to read more fun facts about the cat breed of the month for every month, for every plant with me. There you go, I can talk. So feel free to let me know. So instead of having my brain dump and my gratitude page, I'm gonna be making a memory spread. So for Christmas this year, I got a Instax Mini from Fujifilm. It's a device that prints pictures out of your cell phone and makes them into Polaroid pictures. And I love Polaroids. And I love putting pictures of myself or just like stuff that happened in my review spread that I tend to be working on, you know, not on camera. I never like share them because I feel like they're very personal. But now I'm gonna be having a dedicated page for my memories of the month. So I just picked one Polaroid photo that I had around as a test, and I, you know, took it and I just like, you know, shaped a bunch of rectangles so they can be around the same size as my Polaroid. I made them like superposed because, you know, I just thought it was pretty, and I colored the border either in black or in red, and I drew some cute little lantern with some threes. And at the bottom, again, I thought that maybe January's memory was a little bit too long of a title, so instead I wrote it in French, and it says Souvenir de Janvier. So January souvenir, January memories. A souvenir in French is not the same as a souvenir in English. I feel like souvenirs are more of like a physical thing, and souvenir is just like the little translation for memories. So you see me just like, you know, working on the lantern, and of course Sunny has to peek in and like get on my lap. And by the way, as I am recording this voiceover, she is also on my lap and also asking for pets. Oh my god, what unusual for her, am I right? And of course, as I was working on my journal, she always tried to get my attention to play. So you see her try to grab my pens, or even try to grab those little strings that are hanging down from my journal. Oh, well, there you go. Don't mind her, pretend that she's not there. Or, in fact, do not watch this video for my bullet journal. Watch a video for a cute little paw reaching out. Oh, and finally, to add up to the spread, sorry, I thought I was done. You know, because I had some empty space, I thought that maybe it could be cute that, you know, I just draw two more Japanese Bobtail cats. So they're both peeking out. One is peeking out their little ears, and the other one is just like, you know, peeking out through the pages. He's like lurking in there, like, hey, you got some milk? So this lurking Japanese Bobtail cat is more like the one that I drew, and I thought that, you know, just as an homage to her, because she keeps like reaching out and asking for attention. The other one that is only peeking his ears, I tried to make it more black and orange on the ears because that's what Sunny's coat is. Also, if you didn't notice, I kind of did like a little mistake there. I drew the corner of one of my photographs a little bit too big, so I tried to fix it with a Posca pen, but then the Posca pen leaked because I didn't remember how to use it. And before moving on to the next spread, I was trying to check if the paint was dry so it doesn't smudge over all of my other pages. And now, the thing we've been looking for the most, my weekly spreads. So you see me cutting down Dutch doors. Actually, for this year, because I have a planner for my teaching job and, you know, my personal planner that I'm, you know, filming right now, I thought that maybe it would be more useful for me to have some kind of like rolling weekly type of weekly spreads. So in this video, I'm going to be working on all of my weekly spreads for, you know, for the month. So I cut it down 3 Dutch door, even though I should have cut it only 2, because you'll you'll see me like going back and forth with my calendar, because I thought there was 5 weeks in January, but technically the 5th week only has 2 days in January. I decided to leave it there because, you know, I already cut it everything and it was not worth it anyway. So I'm just gonna be having more time to work on the February play with me because I'm having an extra week for this month. So I cut a Dutch door for every week of January. So the first Dutch door doesn't have like a little, how would you call that? The bookmarks? It doesn't have like a little bookmark, but all the other fours has. And the last one, I kind of like drew a black lantern so it would like fade in very well and still fit with the theme. So on the one side, on the left side, I'm gonna be having a master task list. So I'm gonna be writing down all the things that I need to work on, and obviously because I'm gonna be, you know, it's not like a real rolling weekly because I'm having a master task list instead of having like a task list per week, but you know, you get it. So I'm having a master task list on the left side, and on the right side this is where I'm going to be writing down my goals. And as you can see, this is where I drew most of like my illustrations, because again, one thing that I noticed from last year is that I didn't really utilize my goals spread. I would even write down one thing or two because I didn't want it to put like too much pressure on myself. I don't want to focus on, it's gonna sound weird because, you know, I'm making a journal video right now, but I don't want to focus on content creation because, you know, now I do work a job from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm, you know, I technically work for the government because I work in the school public system, the school public district, I should say. So yeah, because of my full-time job, it's gonna be hard for me to focus on content creation. So I just want to focus on more simple goals, just like I did last year. So I don't want to take too much space for goals and take like a lot of paper for this when I know I'm just gonna be writing down maybe 1 or 2 things. So let's make it more aesthetic than anything. So right now you see me working on the weekly spreads like more in depth. So I'm just writing down the days of the week in red with my Tombow brush pen in colored. And for the last space I wrote down next week, except for the last week where I wrote down next month. I drew kitty paw prints in black with my other Tombow brush pen, so I can write down the, you know, the numbered dates in it. And under my master task list, I drew a little kitty butt because I don't know, I just have a thing for booties, and who doesn't after all. And on the other side I have another Japanese Bobtail cat just chilling down on the lantern. And this is it for my January plan with me. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like the random kitty cat facts at the beginning of the video, what spread you like the most, and if you are a real one and you watch a video until the end, feel free to post a cat emoji in the comments below. So with that in mind, I have 1 more videos in plan for you guys, and that's gonna be my 2022 flip through journals. So stay tuned for this, and with that in mind, Happy New Year, have a good time with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye friends!